Welcome back, dear listeners, to another episode of Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul, the podcast where we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between when it comes to a woman's life, her health, and all aspects of navigating the midlife landscape. I'm your host, Susan Lopresti, and today I want to talk to you about a concept that's called clean eating. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Today I'm talking about clean eating. What exactly is clean eating? And that's what we're going to get into right now. It's a very simple, easy concept, and I believe that it will really help you on your journey towards better health. The basis of clean eating is consuming primarily whole, unprocessed foods. The movement has really evolved through the decades, and clean eating is now very individualistic. It means different things to different people. However, all followers of this approach agree that processed foods should be limited or eliminated, depending on how strongly you feel about this. Eating clean revolves around maintaining a balanced and personalized diet of fresh, unprocessed foods that include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats. For some, it also includes eggs, meats, fish, and dairy, and that is your preference to whether you subscribe to a vegan or a vegetarian diet, or you're okay with eating animal protein. However you feel comfortable and whatever works for you and your body is what I tell you, go ahead and do. So what's the point of clean eating? Besides the moral and mental boost that the word evokes, many advocates cite that you get clearer skin, weight loss, increased energy, stronger hair and nails, improved mental health, and better sleep. So that all sounds like a win-win to me, right? Rather than simply going on diets, strict regimented diets. These individuals often make sustainable lifestyle shifts when they choose to eat clean. Clean eating does not necessarily come with its own set of guidelines, but here are some tips to help to reduce the exposure to chemicals, hormones, and highly processed ingredients. I'm going to give you 5 tips. Number 1 is keep it whole. Stick to whole foods, those that occur in nature and don't require flashy packaging. Examples include fresh fruits, vegetables, grass-fed and free-range meats, dairy, eggs, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Step number 2, and that is to experiment with home cooking. Going out to dinner is always lovely, and I'm not saying that you should not go out for dinner from time to time, but when you're cooking home, you know the ingredients that you're putting in. You're using high quality oils. You are using the best fruits and vegetables, preferably organic, grass-fed meats, and so on and so forth. When you go to a restaurant, you're not guaranteed that you're eating high quality foods. So experiment with cooking at home. When you cook for yourself, you're almost guaranteed a more nutritious meal. Restaurant food is often higher in salt and sweeteners compared to foods that you might prepare at home. It's often difficult to know the quality of the ingredients that are used in a restaurant setting. So you want to start small by keeping it simple, right? And build your cooking repertoire as you learn more. And that's what I do. I don't really consider myself a cook or a gourmet cook. So my food choices and the way I cook is very simple. I like to keep everything simple. Number 3, limit refined carbohydrates. You'll want to remove or at least reduce the amount of white foods. And what I mean by white foods is those foods that come from white sugar or white flour. You want to eliminate them or reduce them from your diet if you are aiming to eat clean. This includes all standard desserts containing white sugar, as well as refined grains like white rice, and foods containing white flour like pasta, pastries, and bread. Number 4, maintain consistent eating times and try not to skip meals. Keeping your blood sugar stable greatly contributes to healthy food choices. When you wait too long between meals, or eat processed foods that spike your blood sugar, leading to a crash in energy, you're more likely to reach for foods that are high in sugar, high in fat, or caffeine to help keep your energy up. If you're continuing this cycle of highs and lows, you may begin to feel irritable and exhausted. By eating whole foods every few hours, you avoid extreme shifts in your blood sugar. Additionally, nutritious food choices help support more stable blood sugar regulation and can help to reduce inflammation. And that is really a benefit right there in itself. Number 5, you want to balance your plate. You should aim to get protein, carbohydrates, and fat at every meal. This will create optimal blood sugar levels and may also keep off cravings and brain fog as well. Some examples of great protein sources include grass-fed meat, fish, tempeh, and legumes. Top-notch fats are avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds. When reaching for complex carbs, try whole grains like farro, brown rice, or buckwheat, and vegetables like sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, or artichokes. All great choices. You want to have an emphasis on quality over quantity. The clean eating approach emphasizes quality over quantity. Not all calories are equal. When you stick to whole foods, you're much more likely to keep your caloric intake at an appropriate level to your body to maintain a healthy weight. And that's really what we're all looking to do, right? Have a healthy weight. It's easy to eat your way through an entire bag of potato chips. Believe me, I've been there. It's happened to me as well. There's no judgment. But eating several apples in a row, right, would be a little bit more difficult to do. So you see the difference? You're not going to eat 6 apples, but you could mindlessly be sticking your hand in a bag of chips and just continue to eat and eat and eat, and you're not getting full. Whole foods fill you up and fuel you, whereas empty calories, like those potato chips I just mentioned, that'll give you a quick boost of energy, but often will lead to a crash and hunger shortly after. Whole foods help to regulate cholesterol levels and ward off cancer, dementia, and a whole host of other conditions that we don't want to get. In addition, the high fiber in the content of fruits and vegetables and grains keeps the digestive system in tip-top shape, which is essential to optimal health. Eating whole foods will really ensure that you get adequate amounts of essential vitamins, minerals like vitamin C, magnesium, calcium. Whole foods boost incredible nutritional profiles, so it's really best to eat a wide range of different whole foods to ensure any nutritional void is getting filled. Sure, you can pop vitamins all day long, but nutrients are much more valuable and sometimes more readily absorbable as well. Well, if you look to supplements as your main nutrient source, you may miss out more than you realize. Have you ever heard the saying, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything? If you take care of yourself by eating clean food, you may find it's easier to also engage in self-care, such as exercise and meditation and massages and other techniques that help make your life rich and vibrant. When you feel great, you're able to move through your day with joy and ease, creating and nurturing supportive relationships and a career that you love. Eating cleaner is a principle that everyone can employ in some sense, right? So, how you define it personally is totally up to you. I'm going to give you a clean grocery list and a sample of a 3-day clean menu that you can take some notes on and see if this could work for you and if it's beneficial. For vegetables, you may consider broccoli, carrots, garlic, kale, onions, peppers, spinach, squash, sweet potatoes, Swiss chard, and also zucchini. Those are just some choices. There's so many out there. As far as fruits go, apples, avocados, bananas, berries, grapefruits, lemons, oranges, and pears. For herbs, you could experiment with basil, cardamom, chili flakes, cinnamon is great, cumin, oregano, parsley, pepper, sea salt, thyme, and turmeric. Condiments, you could use apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar, hot sauce, pure maple syrup, raw honey, raw stevia, salsa, and also soy sauce or tamari. Now, if you are avoiding gluten as well, you need to be careful because soy sauce does contain gluten, so you can look for gluten-free condiments as well. In regards to proteins, beef, black beans, chicken, eggs, garbanzo beans, lentils, salmon, split peas, tempeh, tofu, turkey, white fish. Those are all great proteins. And then if you are vegetarian, of course, you wouldn't eat the ones that are animal protein. Nuts, seeds, and oils. Let's look at almonds and cashews, chia seeds, coconut oil, flax seeds, nut butters, olive oil, and also tahini. All great choices. So I'm just going to give you a very simple sampling of a 3-day clean menu. So let's start with breakfast. Oatmeal with blueberries, coconut flakes, chia seeds, and cinnamon. Then you could have tea or coffee. My greatest suggestion for you with tea and coffee is to go black, or maybe add a little bit of honey to it. But you certainly don't want to use creamers or anything like that you find in the supermarket, in the dairy aisle. You need to check labels really, really carefully because a lot of times the main ingredient is vegetable oil, which is not good for your heart. It clogs your arteries, so you want to stay away from that. For lunch, you could have brown rice with spinach. You could do grilled tofu, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, sea salt, and basil. That's a great meal. A little snack would be 1 ounce of dark chocolate, and then your drink could be water with lemon. That is always the best way to go. It's very alkalizing. It helps to clear out your system, and water with lemon is just a wonderful drink to just be sipping throughout the whole entire day. For a snack, you could have some whole grain bread with nut butter and sliced banana. Again, if you are gluten-free, there are gluten-free options out there as well. Or you could just have nut butter with a banana and skip the bread. You could also have a fresh green smoothie. For dinner, grilled salmon, a baked sweet potato with coconut oil and sea salt instead of butter, a great option. Sauteed kale with onions and garlic, absolutely delicious. And if you want to drink a glass of red wine, that's an option as well. Day 2, let's look at that. We could do for breakfast poached eggs over whole grain toast. If you could eat toast, you could have that with sliced avocado and tomato, sea salt, and olive oil. Delicious. Cup of tea or a cup of coffee, preferably black. Lunch, you could do a turkey wrap with hummus, cucumbers, lettuce, and tahini sauce. An apple, water with lemon again. Snack could be beet chips with guacamole. However you want, you can skip a snack. You can have a fruit for a snack. Dinner could be grilled grass-fed steak. You could have sauteed peppers and onions over rainbow chard. And you could have 1 ounce of dark chocolate. Day 3, you could do for breakfast buckwheat waffles with fresh fruit, nut butter, and pure maple syrup. Tea or coffee, black again. For lunch, you could have arugula with grilled shrimp, quinoa, red onions, sliced almonds, olive oil, and vinegar. Water and lemon as you drink. Snack, whole grain toast, gluten free if that's what you need to have, nut butter, and raw honey. Dinner could be grilled marinated chicken and herbs and balsamic vinegar, lentils sauteed with spinach, onions, and garlic. And there you have another glass of red wine. I really hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please, you could always reach out to me at susan@susanlopresti.com. From there, you could schedule a free 30-minute health assessment with me. You're under no obligation to continue. It's a 30-minute health assessment. We could talk about anything that you want to talk about and see if I can help you in any way. If you're not already following me, please be sure to follow me so when I drop my next episode, you'll be notified. And also, if you think that this episode or any other episode of my podcast that you've listened to could benefit someone who you know and love, I would so appreciate if you could share it out with them. I want to get my message out to as many people as possible, and you can help me to do that. I appreciate it. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And until the next time, be well, stay happy, and bye for now. Take good care, everyone.